ya na yekoto aba esie no mu eno mu nsem ye hwese bekyerkyem bi akyem ye wie ya na ye kɔ ayofosu ampofo akache ono na akasa de kyerje mensa sese adwuma no wɔhwɛ na wɔntimi a wɔnkɔ ferigya ho nkɔbu sankyeremu eno mu nsem ye hwese ye bekyeremu de apim so
abusua ensem nie Fasada PSC ma doggies collections a wantade papa ne mpaboa papa ebia ope eye shoes jeans caps slippers designer shirt and in the suit oko doggies ventures a correct one ne pan original one no ehɔ na abenya bie ope home appliances correct one so afufu pan machine nyina no ubenya bi doggies ventures ye ozongo kwantempo no so fra 0242252057 adomro so eba clinic say yade bi atete wo se bia wo yade nkote yade stroke na ya wo rinse na pese ojai awo mu nsem fibrosis yade hepatitis abusua no enemu yade bema edura nwumra na wayire ho ya adwuma na afa na kwabanane ubehelo tom abanso kura mo wo mwakura egu awade afa nso no obeso tusu emo na mo beda obeso da na wo dwonso wani beti na abam sada ye bam owiase pa ne sada ye no ukwadum roso ani nyina no beboa wo obomode akobra ha bebo me eho ubehu yan Pentecost for no for 0246858094 0246858094 Sama say open watches, open shoes and bags, open perfumes, open sunglasses are renewer, open to malays, another to maybe a manta de papa be materials papa be ubenya bi wasama ho o hwesama ho hosi park ahimfie phones nchen wa girls so ya lesmark pharmacy ne ben fra 0500 015235 0500 015235 Obuasi baby diapers ne boa menkoda ho to ho wewesen unya bi bo oba na wodama nso da bi mabata unya body okọ Santiago stores na anim ho anu a ubehu Obuasi baby diapers so hye omoka ne nso atobi sanse nye ize kura nyame yadom a ukuada first January kwa kusmoke oba Obuasi kwa kusmoke okai no kwa kusmoke no nyumba kura dai etore bia prema etore bia hute etore bia kwa kumero apuselu baby etore bia hwe no amfole ama no strong man kwa kusmoke na boss anyum no oba Obuasi a na enye ize kura Mauli Hotel first January eno all white party on says ya no akwa rituals Obuasi for brenya bia 100 Ghana cedis and 150 Ghana cedis ono ge ayabo mode ana bra na auto advance ticket nso yeton bi fresh 0240696961 omo na aso yasrema anwumre ya de ensem ne ba medin dia siri fidi share ofona na kwame mafo mene
abena ajekumwa nadi
afei yenya botre na yenhyensem na sem mampanyi a woba John Dramani Mahama gonja de shekonkura watena de nchemachi pros no wedie wono wayenhyehye ene wobo ntoa no nsem bebre no kan na ensema wakan Ghana for no dodo no anye ni sanse wo mo se yahu ne su bi da obeto atoa no agya hokọ se ne falasifo no ka kire Jesus Christ na ape sanse Ghana for kire mu afimpim yedu ni dumienu a ye di tumi ni man no ne nto abomni ma bebre no kan a wanye entina Ghana for nhyɛ da nye ni na emu mafidi ne no wose na ni abre pa bosumi makoma na ye dinka 120 days no enioma wudo bi a wadi agu akwam beboa ma Ghana esika 7 ne ntoto ye na gina brane no eno no so obete hu committee na enioma ne die dinka pa no ye ora no operation recover all loot eno brofo kasa ububu mu a wo mo loot aban sika wo mo wi aban mu sika nyina kapre sempoa kapra tokro dem kura no mba hwe sa nipa no magye eno ye die dinka no ma 1 number 2 ade se wo mo di yesika kwhye National Cathedral mu $58 million ya sa sika no yen hyeda hu edan bia yesi etu amena nso yesi sika na yasa no sankrofo no so ye ba hwem ana de to so miensa won so say wo mo mbeko university no wa first year for no wo mo ntwa hwe wo mo ntwa kapre ana nkofo bu sase na no kro benya sika wa he na de aye eno ye de ka social contract ya woni ewoni bia ana ekwan pa e befa so ye sika na ati ntwonjo sese bi oba bɔ ni bi nufu no ade se wo mo behwe no matimi amena gina ho se bo stand wo hu ene nyina ne contract ya ma akoma ha ne adunu a just woni Ghana for asensan na eno no mampanyi da John Dramani Mahama se sabi adwene eni ba akofo tirim ena ba akofo nso wuradura egu ene nti obete abedwako na saa na nisu ade hu na wo bɔ nto ka kire Ghana for nyina no committee for no akohia na o ma kire fa so a saa na nisu ade hu no ebetimi abamu
And we carefully selected the things that we thought were achievable in 120 days. And so we're going to work diligently to make sure that at the end of 120 days, we're able to put a check on each of them. And so I'll soon inaugurate a committee that is focused on achieving the 120-day plan. And under it, we have Operation Recover All the Loot. I'm happy you have expressed your support for it, because I do think that people must be held accountable. If you agree to accept the public trust, then you must account to the people who gave you that public trust. And so if we do this, it will make people think twice before they accept public office. I mean, if you live in your own private business, you can run it anyhow you want. That's your business. But if you come and the taxpayer you're put in an office which is paid with taxpayers' money, you must be prepared to account to the people for their trust that they have put in you. And so we want to raise accountability to another level. It's in our constitution that we shall uphold the principles of probity and accountability. And so it's a constitutional obligation for us to do that. As I said yesterday, this probably is our last chance to get things right, because if this administration does not lift the level, then, I mean, people really would look at other means of, being able to achieve what they think would make life better for them. And as I said, we're not immune to what is happening in other countries in our sub-region. And so we need to work as quickly as possible to bring back trust in our democracy. We know that democracy is the best system because it affords you the opportunity to do some of the things that have happened, hold elections, change governments. In our constitutional government, whether you like it or not, you live in it, and you cannot make a change if even things are not going very well. So there's a lot of work to do, and I think that in the space of agriculture and agribusiness, agro-processing, that's a new area the churches must begin to look at.
Abusia mampairo da John Dramani Mahama nene edikotie.
Abusia yeto akasia bano so dia mamo yenkwan pepeni andi sinsensemu yimu. Na yemu nyina mo nimsam sa abrei eyeto constituencies bi wo ha. Yeto aba wo mu abusia ye wiye no aye something which is there. Adani MPP se wo mu ntiase. NDC so wo mu ntiase. NDC fo kyerem wo mu na awi. Na so MPP fo kyerem aka na chiki bi ko ba bia. Sa abre wo mu hwanim sa bato komisa be yen sakrai wo mu. Na wo mu keka ya ma Justin Fimpon kodi akrad na no tumu bi. Ekyerem akosi sese de dampare bo ma no ho ba senka bato be hweso beje ban aboban no. Na so antimi yankoba sa no kyerem a oye gwa MPP fo ani mutie nti wo mu ne de kakra busua. Eno ntem koda. Sa abre ofoso ampofo ono so kasa kakra. Na ofosomba for na se wakasa de chaba to komisa se sa 12 constituencies no anchi wa hye waba ho no so wahwe no no nkasa ne nyansa mu no ene na raya fo bebrebe na adwuma fo bebrebe gu no mu ntimi nhwe na asam na mu nka meto ntwa mu nkwa ferija ho wo se ahotiti anti anasa ho kekanti ne agya bawere no wo se omunkwa ferija ho enya feri asem nye bibia asem sanse wono na adwuma no wo ye cha ye ti kwa we de ahobrase mo se papa ade bia yere me so obehwe so betimi abo wo mu na mom so ma nhwe no ma anya ne sa na omo ye ne matroka e wa bato komisa ho adache bi ye bebo wo mu din akasem
baby also be declare and them say upon who is affected. Oh, Momo say baby or my declare null and void. Baby also be declare and them say declare the say on for Munko. You see, if you blow hot and cold, you have challenges. Say, baby, I do the same. I think that say electoral commission form program. Won't go for Afarijan. Afarijan, and go for consult na COVID by. I don't miss Afarijan. Eko car Krubiso. I'm saying West Indies, baby. But the whole lockdown, no kwakoye, consultancy, and no koka hono kawa. Ama who be brave for Afarijan. What prevents you from calling the good old man saying what it you know? Una ye the colossus. That be my advice. It doesn't spell anything. Hana, I Ghana electoral commission call for Nigeria electoral commission. I say, Omra no mechi on how they organize it. That Jagio said it. Oh, yeah.
Abusia enti ayo for swampafo nene anam kotie ye.
Na yankwan sanfu from wan. Onimanya for governance Kwame Agboza. Waye adakrum na sebedwani na wonse enrada na sebedwafo no kwa asetena. Asetena no mokọ ye no enyina ye afimpimienu ene aduonu num 2025 ye kodina mu a adumayefo akatwe ho nkomo ewo ho. Afe tax waiver bi edema enyuma ko bi se be ya wo mbetimi aye adwuma na wo moye ni ye no maye ne dodom eno so wo ho na onmenya for governance Kwame Agbaza say ansa kura no mo bekọ mrase bedwam no munum se sa anema de ehia pa no eye adwuma fo mo ya ban adwuma katua afimpim yenu ne aduonu enum bosom miense di kan no na sa enkomo ni nyina ne beba mrase bedwam ye beje sa budget na tumu a Chise mansuafo ohwe sikasem so munyamfo Amin Adams wana de sansem no eba mrase bedwam nra wo motena ofiti anopa kosi anwumere ene wo makotena ofiti anopa besi anwumere saa nkɔmɔ no ɛho nkrataasɛm ɛma mmarahyɛbadwam koraa sɛ mmarahyɛbadwafoɔ no ɛmu obu hu na wahu sɛ aban wei ahyɛ daa pɛ so ɔyɛ biribibi na kyɛ sɛ aban foforɔ no hyɛ n'adwumadi ase a bɔsɔm mmiɛnsa edi nkan no koraa no yɛnya adwumayɛfoɔ akatua mfa ma ɔmo ankasa ha yɛanka na sɛ wotena hɔ na kɔmfobɔ ne woka sɛ ekurom a wotimi bi aban wei mu nkurɔfoɔ nka hunu sɛ nyɛ ndisifoɔ nkwa na yɛaba adwuma wɔ kurom ya wɔn nkurɔfoɔ nso yɛ bi nti so ɔmo bɔ ɔmo to aboro a wɔn bɛdi atɔn mo yam dabi.
Almost an open understanding that the finance minister was going to be here to lay this paper. When he decided not, or when he didn't come, there was rumors all over the place. I didn't peddle any rumor. I just suggested that I hope there was no conspiracy to say that the finance minister will not lay this particular item. The very respected, the supreme leader, Honorable Chairman Sabonsu, came to the defense of the finance minister saying that based on some new developments on the fiscal front of the state, it might be necessary for him to maybe review what he's already brought to Parliament, because I know you are in possession of what he was supposed to lay. That is why it appeared on the order paper. We are here today again, Mr. Speaker. The finance minister is not here. The leader of the side opposite is not here. Nobody is telling us anything. Mr. Speaker, I'll repeat. I hope there's no conspiracy to make it impossible for this to be laid, to be taken until Parliament, the 8th Parliament expires. The whole world would have known that it was a deliberate decision of somebody not to lay this to be taken. I hope the rumors circulating are false. I just hope it's false. Otherwise, there's no reason why a document in the possession of Mr. Speaker, the document is already here. Why there's nobody available in government to lay this is a mystery, Mr. Speaker. It is a mystery. Why did you communicate that document to Parliament if you are not ready to lay it? So, Mr. Speaker, I'll just leave it here. But let all people, workers in government, all workers in this country, everybody who draws from the public purse be aware that the opportunity exists for the finance minister to communicate to Parliament this document of expenditure in advance of appropriation. However, they have decided that for reasons known to them, they are not going to lay that paper. If we get to a point where we are not able to take this under the 8th Parliament, the blame should solely be at the doorstep of President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia and the finance minister. And they should be aware that there are consequences in the constitution. If you fail to discharge your duties, responsibilities placed on you as a public official, and you fail to do it, there are consequences. They should be ready to face those consequences. Mr. Speaker, I leave it here.
Abusia eniati ye odmunyam for governance Kwame Agbaza na oseche mensa bonsu yankane edombebrebe ne ba no dani so amemrase bedwane no wo se governance Kwame Agbaza de obegina na wo kyerɛkyerɛ na de no ate abusane agro ate abusane bema asam no ntia se anya abotre ne yenkyerɛ mu na sɛne ɛho nkratasɛm sikasɛm no ho nkratasɛm tie na wo kase yemfa maaye no ɛyɛ nsakyerɛ bia na ɛso mu ye wom sanse ɔmo draft wie na wo mo trɔtrɔ nneɛma no nyina wie no mo hu sɛ emfumso bi wo mu aso mo de basa ne yetie no a ebetimia adile adwumayefo na katua edisansa kyerɛ na wonmunyamfo Amin Adam so yemansoafo hwe sikasɛm so ye edinya so wahye da ye boapaye so obema adwumayefo katua akam ede ne hwe anim no.
He couldn't be there for some obvious reasons that he was working, was dealing with some aspects of the document. I don't know whether he's going to amend portions of it before presenting it to the House. Now, if these facts are not known to you, and you establish and cook your own rumor in the House and proceed from there to say that the government has decided not to do that, Mr. Speaker, that cannot be appropriate in this House. Mr. Speaker, it is not only workers. If the House is unable to approve of the voting account, it's not only workers who may not be paid from January 2025. Even this House meeting after December to listen to the president present his message, his last message on the State of the Nations, cannot hold. And the House was called upon to avoid this situation before the election. Why was it not done? Why was it not done? The House was embroiled in determining who occupies the majority seats and who occupies the minority seats. Most irrelevant, with the greatest respect, most irrelevant. Mr. Speaker, if we are not able to approve of the vote on account, the summoning of Parliament to elect a speaker, for the speaker to now also swear in the new members of Parliament, technically cannot take place. Is that what we want as a nation? Mr. Speaker, the third one relates to the event to even swear in the new president to be encapsulated in the voting account, to be encapsulated in it. because it's a next year event and provision will have to be made for it here. Perhaps people were not even thinking through, and you spend your time fighting over which seats to occupy. We are where we are. However, Mr. Speaker, I would suggest strongly that the minister is aware of his responsibility and he is not minded to renege. And certainly the voting account will be presented in the House. I'm just saying that as I've been doing, I'm not able to do that because this morning when we met, he wasn't there. And because he wasn't there, I have no instructions from him. I cannot present the paper on behalf of the minister. But the needful will be done at the appropriate time. And I believe that certainly it may not travel, if it's not possible today. But we are having another meeting at 4 and a third meeting at 5. Mr. Speaker, the other one.
As ya any atia ya urmunyamfo se chairman sabusu no na mrasebe dwam chairman hene ya urmunyamfo abankins for Somani Babin wono nso se sesia na akwa twema mentwe ka we nu e ka we na mfamfa so de bia mre oman no erinti adom kuma ne dom bebrebe ne nkwatena se na kwampa a wombefa so asa bill no nkwa no betimi aye no maye niye se na be ya adwumayefo akatwa ho nsem nkomo no ebe ye de ama adwumayefo no omfamla.
At conclave, and my understanding was that we're going to do some 2 bills. For today, there was effort to get the sponsors of the bill to be available so that they could lead the House to do those bills. The Environmental Protection Bill and then also the Ghana Boundary Commission Bill. We agreed to do that today whilst we await the arrival of the Minister of Finance either today or tomorrow. This one too, members are running away from it. I don't think it's the interest of anybody for us to renege from this duty. The Environmental Protection Bill, we finished with the consideration, is that level of third reading. Because all what we did through by way of amendments have all been captured according to our new standing order. And the new bill is ready. So we just take it through the third reading and pass it. You all know the situation in the sub-region. And so the Ghana Boundary Commission Bill is very critical. That one too, we've gone through the consideration stage. It left just a few amendments. We agreed to take that one to today. Now, I'm hearing something different. We just have a few days. Today is Tuesday. We have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The other days, we're preparing the House for the transition in January. So please, members, calm down. I'm really surprised. The leadership on my right, I can see the deputy majority whip available. I think I will have to direct you to get in touch with your colleagues to be available tomorrow so that we can do some business. Please convey that message to them that we need them on the floor. If we can't get all of them, if we can't get the leader himself, at least the deputy should be here, the chief whip should be here, so that we can do some business. Because your colleagues here cannot usurp your authority unless so directed. Even though some of you are giving a new title to my good friend, the former majority leader. So many titles are now coming. I don't know which one to always use. But he is definitely not the great leader. That one we know he is not the great leader. We know the great leader is no more. Those of you pushing him to go early, he will refuse. And I will support him.
Elzia Urwanyamfo Abankins for Somani Babin Rasebe Jomcha Mehin eno.
Yeah, to akasi abano so dia mama higher time 96.9 umeni kasa fidie so na yenkom Rasebe Dwamo nsem wo ho yembe emfa emma Mosabre ndisi amenyuko no wo mo kasapa na Tamale North Rasebe Genial eye Alhassan Suhini wano na kasa no chem chese saade na ase beto aba bia na nsanya ase nipa bi fam wuo no wose atwase etena se ne ka ho asempa esanse wose afimpinu ni aduori na abato ya yekoto ye ya wate se nipa miensa to womato anananom nsiedo afimpinu ni aduonu wose nipa nwo kra na nyenwotwe na wose de atwa de turum kra ka ho ne se afi die ya yekoto wabai womo awuo no nkwa na nka wu kwa sanka ne ayibase de aka na nka yebo ho ba nanso wose ukoba bi tse Tamale North abato mpesua so de keke ka ho ene tolon ena afenyankwala abato mpesua so wose ho wom sa de ntokwa house ho ama woni ya prepra no enye fadi agokra enti nam sa ya so ma sa bere wo kasa wose obehwe asye ya omobo bambo e wo maga na mumiche defense and interior ministry wose obehwe omko mu nkutu pass wose re wo mu ada wo mu nhwe na sa de no monka ho asem no nkasa so hwe no de no ho agimbi.
Consider, even though the time is so short, space for a security briefing on the elections that has just taken place. Mr. Speaker, this government may not have the opportunity again to speak to to this nation on how well or not they have handled security, especially in relation to the just ended elections. Mr. Speaker, I think this is important because loss of lives during elections should not become a norm. Our elections should not always record the loss of Ghanaian lives. Mr. Speaker, it's becoming one too many. The first time we recorded this was in the 2020 general elections, where about 6 to 7 lives were lost after the elections. 7 to 8 lives. Mr. Speaker, just this election that has gone by, we are told of about 2 or 3 lives that have been lost. Mr. Speaker, indeed, as we speak, a family in Tolong, in Yankpala, is preparing for a funeral tomorrow with about 15 others nursing various degrees of injuries. Mr. Speaker, that cannot be accepted without us taking measures and proper briefing on what might have gone wrong. And so, Mr. Speaker, even though we do not have time, I will plead that the Business Committee considers a briefing to this House by either the Defense Minister or the Interior Minister or whoever was responsible for the provision of security in the just ended election.
Absia NTN no na Tamale North Marchebedani Alhassan Suhini Nene enam kotie yan. Ye jina ha ye twe ho abakase bone baba to aso.
Papa chira me peta sauce. Me so Obuasi sa winye biye kameko. Mama chira me different flavor three from the same block. Obuasi bitters, Obuasi gringo, Obuasi for tous les condiments. We a special 3-1. Hey, look na ya di ya make second round. Man pa me Obuasi bitters, Obuasi gringo, Obuasi for tous les condiments.
And Lubina Womangasa, Numanyanse, on Tom and Nipa, when you fear doing watching, and Sessa Pinfono, FDA, Achi Dredian Gratui at Crusade in Kabom Evangelical Global Outreach at the non-denominational crusade eba where ye nefomi and san and ye dear si wa ye bonyan coupon who deuro se obiamra adansu womase a hona nyamembe nyina bedie hia na ya bom ne ahya nyame animunyam ye de nyame asem kroje brewo
kai se a Tuesday 7th ekosi Thursday 9th January 2025 ewa
time no 6:30 ekopem 9:30 p.m. enumre bia akasa for any evangelist Charles Nkrumah owo USA guest artist Fred Owari Jr. Reverend Charles the Inspirational Time FM Assembly Dapono Someche theme casting all your care upon him momfa mo dadwene any mo haw nyina ento no so ye yasemi every 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 7 kai say free bus bewo ho e dia ma communities ahodro obi obeba crusade bi ya de bus beba be faw akọ crusade no enkabom health screening enso ebekoso ye be check blood pressure any oxygen saturation diabetes any yade ahodro bi any ye be hwe te say hepatitis B any C enunti bra for dadwen na wo haw betu Yesu so e wa danse wo maase enkabom crusade yase na Yesu besesa wo hyebre.
Hello, Odo. Wake up, oh. Now we've got places to be. Bronya way there. Me no wow. Me say Bronya settle. Yebeko Stadium. Eya show movies. Ako cooking classes. Ako skiing. Who there to? Oh my baby, don't laugh. Go TV ama bibia ye simple. Football oh, movies oh, series oh, ope cartoons cra. Go TV will be brave. Enjoy unmatched entertainment with your entire family. Upgrade to Super Plus on star 759# and make Christmas unforgettable. Go TV, love it.
Love is in the air, y'all.
a night of laughter for lovers to share. Get ready, Obuasi.
For the first time in Obuasi, an event that celebrates love, relationship, and romance with laughter.
A night where singles and couples come together to celebrate love like never before.
An unforgettable evening where relationship and romance take the center of the stage. This is the event you've been waiting for.
The Love and Marriage Talk luncheon and first event. Wow, come and be part of it. Let's make memories, share experiences, and light up the spark in our relationships.
Theme, relationship, and romance.
Venue, Mauli Hotel, Executive Conference Hall, Obuasi. Time, 4:30 p.m. Dress code, all black tie event. Ladies, dress to impress. Tickets are sold at 150 Ghana cedis for singles, and for couples, 250 Ghana cedis.
MC, comedian Atopa, and Dr. Love.
Guest Kumawood actress Portia Asare Boateng and dancing comedian Ebenezer Jumo.
Don't miss out. It's all happening here in Obuasi, Ghana.
Abusia yatiasim yadamase ne twen na yenkwansam fufurum onse Ghana ha ne yade baako a taji nkofo nkofrom nsempa malaria nso nkofo mu uyi malaria ekum ni papa fibia no a de toso no matu eye ka ekum nipa ene eye ni okwabo na ode akogu no amabiem ene oba bi kura tim se okọ ne boy ho no amedu bema bitimi kwa ne ge ho kwa nije oba no na wa medu ka kwansia ku ekum nipa afibia wo Ghana ha no che COVID-19 na eno no Obuasi eye Anglo-Good Ashanti Obuasi man dwumako no afa to mo se afi buronya no won pese omo ne Obuasifo dini sanse akatwa omo de ma adwumafo no kura edoso no do omo ni bi omo mama ni bi ni omo ba ya nkyerɛkyerɛ de ama driver fo sanse ebu a wo passenger kwa onyade nyahwe driver ni bi mfom so kakra bi na akunu eni ntia na omo ti omo hugu ka kwan so a enkyerɛkyerɛ ahodo a ese na fata ewo ya kwantempon ho so no omo de ma driver fo a omo Obuasi kroduam ya ene ne mpatamu na yara Edmond Oduraje edinanse mi hunu wa fan yo he Edmond Oduraje community relations manager AGA sustainability woni tankase edi nkomo akirekire mu se Anglo-Good Ashanti dwumako na wo no sabi anya ado enye omo ho bi na adwe omo na emom no dwumako no da biara datemamufo ye die ene wo mo nkan kro ya de do makoma so no ntino mutu asa na mo ya ekoso
Ocean Najimadi Ayedina, the affinity of Council Dojo, a road safety campaign. Now, I'm going to go to Ashanti or Obuasi mine. You need a stakeholder, Ghana Police, a fire service, ambulance, the municipal assembly, and a DVLA, Situni Ake and Wabo. Mina, yeah, 2 year driver for MPBS, Yebedibronia, Erna Cristiano, adults. Now, I'm going to go to Ashanti, we do a community safety campaign. I'm going to go to Ashanti, value one of them here, safety, no. You have one holder row or mine, no. And I hope you have to say, you have one holder row, community so the bay you know so ebetumi anya wo fa wo die na na duma dia ye dem dey funku wo mini pe dan den na ye road safety campaign ye ko radio station no na ye ko church ye know ye ko transport unit no na ye no mo din komo na ene dey ya ba eye gan so ankasa ye ni akotifo ezi enkita ho na ye tro mo hia tie nyina ye be observe ye road safety ye rules no say ye be bo ye sit there ye be avoid over speeding na ye be to ye bo na ya kwakodu asundiem etan say obi a otu kan bia ne bota ni say we wakodu asundiem e bi sa akokobọ no anase de obo no ene aka ho abo ma part of Anglo-Good Ashanti ye road safety campaign no ye dey aba ye dadget to ye kwan so say be ya driver for ne ya yetu kwan nyina no ye be ka aka ye ho ne ya ho bambo no so ehia abra ye kwa kodi bronya ni nyina ne se ye bedi bronya na ye bedi niye na obi aso ehunka enti eno ntina ne Anglo-Good Ashanti afa to ye ho to se ye ne ye stakeholder VDLA ye police MPCB ye be ken ho abom na ye tu ye driver fofo na ye nyina ne se ekwan so dojo obi a enko no kodi fi asendie kwan
abusia we find my Edmond Oduraje okwa Anglo-Good Ashanti a wono o husband ompel o yes food abusia edum penadia odo she said say community relations manager AGA sustainability ni eno no na you're Edwin happy ofori ono nso DVL Obuasi manager no ono nso kire say wo mo de DVL wo mo dwumadi a wo mo die no Ghana fo nyina nim say wo mo maka to me krata license no mama hyenkani ni bi kwabena Obuasi ya ono ogina kwa so wo kire chi first thing shakuro ni bi ne license nso kura wu DVL wo mo na de sa ne ma ni nyina ama ana afei no wo mo esen bodawuro se ne be ya kwan so jojo nsem na hyenkafo ne befa no ma tie ni ye eni ti na ene wo mo ayesanse boasefo enso enya asumdwe ewo yeka kwan so a wo mo DVL fo no animonyam ni bi ka wo mo
DVL unze yempempi no ye adwuma ne de very straightforward and no ane say operator register ka no aba me register of car amount na pay from time to time obeba me renew roadworthy amount and that's up a line oba na ye do afa ntiem ne ye wasa ye be amount license no renew every year, every 2 years. Yeah, na mpempi no or see making sure so omo aye mom license no e your mom you qualify to drive on the road. And two cars are about a fine so or some year road work when you na I said it. But and exercise no I take it different shape. Sometimes yeah you task force about fine so e be enforce law. Say omo was some be renew road work renew driver's license. Omo ntimi ma ye ba and then I enforce up. You be shocked and I so utiani ye ma. And exercise no different. And then usha AG any road safety commission agencies in under road safety. Then you akabo. And I say na Christmas share share no work from the beginning of the year. And I make say do later part of the year no ana yashemu because usha previously yako schools you know omakoye church yako FM station media houses you know omako ana yako seminars lorry seminars you know and then you see a back fine na you know ma be kasa I say and no Christmas but here if you have said that the time also we need to but also kind to say unkwa hu then ya ba e bomb kai say answer na be fine also making sure say for people work car no insurance your roadworthy your driver's license you know valid and no no also making sure the car is here well maintained then here and for a consider move because who now break light and so not do what here definitely over running your back no you know the problem papa into
Yera Edwin Happy Ofori wano oye DVL Obuasi manager na Yera kwasi ajenim Boaten National Road Safety Authority omunso empanimfo omobaye omufri asantemantam kropon kumasi mbeka ho se ne beya kwanso jojo ho nsem ne beba nso de futusem elcom driver for
Uko terminals na say lorry station e obi afa no free departure check and after free inspection o say stadium na there were safety measures here na na bank in the station hono there were officers and after road safety inspectors I'm making sure say the safety aspect of the vehicle and after penal horn the maintenance here also the general roadworthiness of the vehicle after so usage of visual reflective for buses and after long distance vehicles and also and the certain conditions and after so no driver standards if I know the captain and I home the internet here when you're home what did home I can obey back here on long journey into the and then there's also operational standard general conditions of the transport system or high occupancy spaces on the idea that's so you be fair saa nyome ayeye ne ade abeboa asa na channel ebetu terminal hono so na form die ye okay and asa ni safety standards no e ade a you right I give you say you benya very few then also yeah problem with DVL and police normally transport they make sure say so muna ya wo terminal hono no they do so and after so mana ye be manage ya hono and after what to mana and into a area. And after so no constant education exercise, driver education, passenger exercise, and no idea. Yes, sir, you did say no to the boy. You know, I know my way now. The use man, I hear the enough to come before starting for driver for 2 years or something, and I did say, I know about.
Abusia ani ati ye Yera kwasi ajenim Boaten
Abusia ya to akase ba no so ade amamo na yenko sitak wo mu akache mu nyina mo nim sem se ani afi mu yesi mu no sitak Colleges of Education Teachers Association of Ghana ye twantia se sitak no Woman ya bayanyim so papa and your moko strike. Na strike omko ye when a tintimu pa and omo ye no. Ya nanya fed ya grana way and aban suma a National Labour Commission. So only omonka kasa abusia. And kasayemu no dia da yakoso ya ni pitini no mo ba adwuma so mo be hyase. No mo de nsese bi gu apono so mo kyem kyese de di nkan. Omo sika bi akamu a omo ye adwuma bi na awotwe dabi bosome ba akwa na nketwa sa abanchi omo ka eno wantua. Afa de to so mienu wo mo a ewo degree anka wo se ye pege wo mo ko degree status anase ye ti omo ka se de ye ti akyekyrefo am osia pon mu ka no eno nso sa sika no eno so ayehwe buada ye mpege abi no mu die mu ti omo hyase so omo ni aban emfa hensen ha eno na aban krokro wo ma se o mo meya adwuma metua no mo ba adwuma yi wo ma ba adwuma fiti kwampo nche ne so besi ne omo sanka omo sika enam sa ye so ema eye president ya woda sitake ano ye friend Max Obunu wono na aba be kasa ne wochem kyese sa akotoma me hoto agro no aban peso wono omo di no mo nte ase no mo ka de akira aban he se sa wo ye kire no omo di nkan ye no aban be krokro mo krokro de John no we wo mu so mo wan hwe be kwa afi ba ko nti omo se aban keka no
Teachers Association of Ghana, SITAC, is asking the government to take steps to immediately migrate all staffs onto the university salary structure as we have all agreed, as they have promised us repeatedly. And this should be done by 20th of December 2024. They should also immediately pay all the outstanding all-year-round work compensation for the work that we did in 2022, and we want to assure the government, outgoing government and the incoming government that until this is done, no college lecturer will step his or her feet into the classroom to teach come January 13, 2025. So these two governments, the outgoing and incoming, to collaborate and get this done for the college teacher.
I was here and see and ya no yera Max Obunu wano president and was a penina wada sitake ano ono na akire entasuko kwa asabe yanhwa ombetiri akire no
Awusia kasia ne yede asi nana kwabena hemi na semu ema Anita amasamu amoboabo no akonoki Gafarudin Eugene Cardinal wotu omunyina bebo achidom a omuma kasia no nso edi mu ye ne aje pawramfo baade ayeme esrifidi hye ofo na na kwa memafo mene mepuma
abena cheku mu adadia ayi
obisa chiaposi ni no commander man orafio o TikTok o se chiaposi
adi se me be humponi o
se friend bibi ka chire
kwasi finest
o so chia obo commander Adams
o se enchian koma ASP Adams na o commander Obuasi ha se no ASP ana kwa no nim rank ni me me pass ma me police for mo rank mo
ASP no betimi adi commander
ewa ha sa mimi nimu mi bisa na mi bisa
obetimi adi assistant superintendent of police ASP obetimi
assistant superintendent no bwa be na ebwa me dem pese me hu so mutimi didi ya no mfanye ayi police for no mo rank no pinkura na sa wote so ko nene ni abre ti me srawo
okazeru makai madamfo ochere onu so ASP or local prisons or see onu so ya upgrade ko DSP so no ASP na
ayo modewu
ochere nti ochere ko ochere nso nya
ene congratulations
no hu nyoma obaye no nyoma bisi but when menua mema otiri nkwa wai ya de ase abusua de aka no eto aso
abusua we heart of worship Eugene na compensate me ntare no de je say 29 December Christ Revival Church Auditorium Obuasi Kamprum na ekoso nti Eugene say sada na adwomtofo e beba doso omoda ase Minister Simon Minister Nshira Minister Abajida Costa Apostle Alfredo Poku Checheku na Reverend Franklin omunyina eba ti dwumade no ebeye kamoka so for da Costa nti Eugene e dia ka na kire wo hwai